Happy Saturday, gang. 30 minutes later than I usually do my stream, but I'm doing it for a special friend, a special guest who was doing a phenomenal live stream this morning. If you missed over on the Cliff on Comics YouTube channel this morning, he was doing a great interview with Rockin' Robbie from the Pop Culture Philosophers YouTube channel. And Robbie, always entertaining, and he and Cliff together, highly entertaining. Must see YouTube if you missed it. So I was over there this morning with those guys, listening to their conversations around movies and comics and life, and the two of them, a whole lot of fun. And I had to give Cliff a little gap in there so that he could get a little break, get some things done. So he'll be coming in and joining me here in just a little bit. But it gives me time to do some of the housekeeping, say hello to some people in the chat, and then get this whole game rocking and rolling here. So happy Saturday. This is the Saturday morning comics show that I do every Saturday, ideally with some guests like my kids. But as they've gotten older, it's become kind of dad's chance to talk about what he's watching, what he's reading, what's going on. Let's say hello to some friends. We got White Tiger Ruben Guzman. He is calm, cool, and collected. And he is one of the first members who is a member on my channel. So shout out to Calm, Cool, and Collected Ruby G. Thank you, sir. We got DJ Wise from he's hanging out. Hopefully, Bethany hanging out together this Saturday. Good to see you, sir, in the chat. We got Rob Boswell. He is #1 on the Book Club Coalition, New Comic Book Day Coalition. So he may pick the book that I read this month. So be ready for that. What's Rob going to make me read? Who knows? We got Gore Vidal. He says the ramifications of this unboxing is like opening Pandora's box. Choose wisely. You reap what you sow. Other than that, happy Saturday. Thank you, Gore. I appreciate you coming by, sir. Hope your Saturday is off to a good start. We got Perry's other channel, and I say that a lot because the dude has a lot of YouTube channels, but this is his new one, the Comic Lore channel. He's been doing stuff with TK over there. They did a video of the 10 books that they recommend reading from New Comic Book Day this week, and lots of great information. Really spoils a lot of books, but gets you maybe hyped on some books. But I will say, damn, Perry, that's like a 30-minute video. I don't even know that I can handle 30 minutes of comic talk. You're getting in there. You're getting deep. We got John, Big Daddy Ross. What's going on, John? Happy Saturday to you. We got my homie, No Good Comics, Justin. What's going on, Justin? Happy Saturday to you, good sir. We got Las Cruces. He got gifted a membership for the next month from our guy, Mark, from Legion of Comics. So he is one of my X-Men homies. Now he is one of the X-Men squad. Good to see you in the chat, my brother, always. Coach Vic, what is going on? He says, time to watch the football. I hope that you're enjoying your Saturday. Got lots of good games, I'm sure, going on. I wouldn't really know. I wouldn't really know. But I hope that you're enjoying the games, brother. We got Canadian Survivalist, another one of the people gifted by Mark, Legion of Comics. So he is in the X-Men squad this month. Hope your Saturday is off to a good start, sir. Cliff is backstage. He's hanging out. He's like, I'm just getting ready. I'm just going to sort some comics. And we got 90 miles from comics. John is not going to be too advanced forward. Is that what they're calling it now? The ridiculous Scott Snyder in that Batman book. But yes, I'm not going to be AF too bad this morning. But like I said at the beginning, lots of great links in the description of this video. So many things going on this weekend. I want to do a little housekeeping. Obviously, we've got the Heroes for Heroes auction this evening. For those of you that were watching my channel last Saturday, we did a almost 4-hour live stream all supporting Mission 22, mental health for our veterans, right? Trying to take those 22 vets who lose their lives to unaliving themselves every day. I mean, we want to take that 22 way down. And Mission 22 is a phenomenal organization doing that. They have an auction going on tonight on the Bronze Age Nerd YouTube channel, and that link is down below. You should definitely go over there and at least check it out, because you can get some amazing deals on beautiful original art, comics, amazing slabbed keys. You can get all kinds of goodies over there. So I know that they're going to be doing an incredible show this evening. And there it is. There's the link. My man, No Good Comics. He knows what's up. Hit that notification bell. If nothing else, share it, support it. You don't need to spend any money. You can help out. And then I've got the link for my friend Jennifer from Comics Will Break Your Heart. Always got that link down below. So I'll drop that link in the chat myself right here. But yeah, supporting Jen in her battle for cancer, that link is down below. I got all kinds of links down there, including the link for the illustrious guest I got hanging out backstage, the one, the only Cliff on Comics. What is going on, sir?
Hello. Good morning. Holy cow. I was gonna say, I don't know what I did. I'm like, my camera already looks different. I'm like, ah.
It's a whole new morning, although now it's afternoon. That's what's happened. You've gotten into the afternoon.
Whatever. All I know is that, like, I got me a fresh cup of coffee. I got my break in. I'm ready to roll. You know. Yeah.
Happy Saturday, sir.
I got my box ready.
I got my blade and I got my box right here.
Yeah.
And I wanted to remind everybody, yeah, Cliff's links, both Instagram and YouTube, are down below. This is an award-winning YouTuber here who's got an amazing new set of swag, which I do need to purchase an item from soon. He's doing it right. Oh, and my coffee is arriving. My wife, thank you. Oh, brought me a cappuccino. So that I drank some tea this morning while watching Cliff's channel. Now I'm getting my coffee with Cliff, which works well.
It does. My mother was yelling at me because she saw me eating a piece of chicken and guzzling some soda, and then I grabbed this giant cup of coffee, and she goes, "Oh my God, you're an addict, you have a problem," you know. And hey, like,
you got to keep the energy up.
Exactly what I'm trying to tell her, you know. But my God, that woman, I love that woman, but sometimes she reminds me that death is a sweet release. And
that is the Bushy Buster, like the Bushy Buster famous shirt right there. You can get it from the Cliff on Comics YouTube channel. The links are down below. And do I see, where is it? If I scroll way back up, somebody was dropping it. Somebody dropped that link. Yeah, there it is. Following Cliff.
If you go with boy and pussycat, then you understand Bushy Buster. And there you go.
And we got Magic Lasso in the chat. What is going on, Ryan? Happy Saturday to you. We've got Cliff today. No kids. We got Cliff, and we got.
I was gonna say that what kids? You need to work on your branding.
They're sleeping still.
Work on the brand. It's time for the rewrite. It's time for John's Comic Sans Kids. That's what I've been preaching it for months, John.
You have been. You are a proponent.
I didn't even know you had kids. One day on Instagram, I'm like, oh shit, look, there's children. Woo, he's got teenagers.
I know, and they're not even really kids anymore. I mean, you could argue that doesn't even work on that level. But I'm not a fan of change.
You did the seeding, and you know that's it. They're your kids.
Here it is. Renegotiate kids contract for 2025. That's fair.
Great. John's Comics with teens.
There it is. Which really does not sound like it should.
Your mustache already is setting the wrong vibe to America.
Problematic. Yeah.
So, problematic. It's extremely problematic. It's great.
So the goal of today's show, obviously, we're going to be unboxing some stuff, sharing what happened on C3, the sort of karmic beauty of C3, which was a moment where I was watching Cliff's Saturday morning show and was trying to win his X-Men box, and lo and behold, I did. And then Cliff was watching my Saturday morning show trying to win my X-Men mystery box, and lo and behold, he did as well. So I said, instantly messaged. I was like, we gotta do like a team unboxing of these things, because I legit don't remember what I sent. I don't even.
I do. Mine had a slab, so I got very excited. You may have gotten the lesser end of this deal.
I do know that there were some new X-Men, some of the Grant Morrison new X-Men, which is a series that I love, and I've got in an omnibus, but I don't have many of the issues. So that was what really pumped me on your box. I was like, okay, I do know that there's some issues in that run that I can help fill out the set that I'm going for that series. Right. Jean Malo is in the chat. What is going on? Bonjour to you.
I love to help men fill their gaps. You know,
I know you do. You're so consistent about that.
Yeah, that's right.
What's going on, Aaron? Good to see you this morning, Aaron. Yes, Morrison's new X-Men, right? Always a good time if you can get it. Also, I did do some time this morning reading, so I did catch up on some things. I saw Robbie recommending the new G.I. Joe, so I took the time to read that. I mean, if you want to talk new comics, I'm happy to talk about it. the Energon universe hasn't hit me the way it seems to hit most other people. I
And
find it fine. And occasionally, like there was an issue of Cobra Commander where he was being tortured that I thought was spectacular and just was like riveting. But for the most part, I just find it kind of neutral. And I don't dislike it. It's not garbage or anything like that. It's perfectly fine entertainment, but nothing above an 8 for me. Like nothing above an 8 out of 10. So this felt in keeping with that. There were a couple of moments I found interesting, but mostly just kind of passive. That was my feeling on it.
No, I agree. There you go. Now, Magic Ryan threw me off with Cliff. You need something with a K on your channel for the initials, and I'm just like Cliff on Comic Knights, but Knights with a K, And then like I have armor, I have shirtless dudes, but who are also like armored otherwise,
But I did read the new Absolute Batman 2, and I know I've been very harsh on issue 1. I don't know how you're feeling about all these Absolute DC books. I don't know if you have any favorites or anything.
I liked Wonder Woman. I love the idea of Cersei, her greatest enemy in primary continuity, raising her. I love that idea. And then Superman was excellent. And the fact that people are not giving that the top spot when that book is chock full of story. I don't understand. Like, I don't know,
I liked Wonder Woman more. But definitely both are head and shoulders above the Batman book for me.
Yeah,
but that's me.
And yet Batman's killing it. Like, why?
Because Batman's popular.
I know, but that's so like it's such like a. Well, you know what? Cheers, bitches.
So I've read all 4 of the issues now that there's 2 Batman's issues out, and so far the Wonder Woman issue is easily my favorite. I just like I feel like the concept in that universe has more to explore, and I find it more interesting. The Superman one was fine as well. I thought there were things that I liked about it and things that I thought were kind of bland about it, but I didn't dislike it at all. And the Batman one falls into the I'm just not a Scott Snyder guy. I really do feel like his writing is cheap to me, and I just don't enjoy it. The art from Dragotta has hits and misses. There are pages and panels that I loved. Others where I'm like, why does Batman look like this? I just don't get it.
I think the hit and miss art bothers me tremendously.
Yeah.
Also, like his Bruce and his Batman don't seem to align very well.
No.
Right?
So that poker scene was kind of weird.
Yeah, with all that doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Scott Snyder, it's not like he's a bad writer. He's a quite the competent writer. And
I'll say the opposite. I'll say he's not a good writer.
But why is he not a good writer? Like, he's a good writer. It's just, but he's not. There's nothing exceptional there, right? Like
definitely,
the Dark Knights were like I would never have given him something.
Those are awful books.
They're awful, and people are like, "Oh, I love it," and I'm like, "Not really." I was like, "I can't judge for you," but but like
even something like his, I've tried. Sorry, go ahead. You go.
Sorry, Dark Knights. The best part of the original Dark Knights was everything he didn't write. Everything he didn't write was light years ahead of what he wrote. Light years ahead. Did you find that? Because I found that.
I did. Yes. I'm not a fan.
The origin of Hawkman's nth metal. Great.
That was interesting.
The origin of Speed Batman, whatever his name was. Great. Flash Batman. I love that. And I love that Barry was still in there influencing him, and then he was the traitor. Aqua Batwoman, Selena Kyle. I thought, I was going into it like, what is this? But I was compelled.
I just feel like even with his indie stuff, like I've tried the Undiscovered Country. I thought that was really bland.
See, Undiscovered Country, I didn't bland, but like solid. Like that was a well-told story. We're not talking about but it wasn't. There was nothing earth-shattering.
No, right? And then Nocterra, I felt like I had read that comic 20 other times before I read that comic, and it was better all those other times.
No, see, you're right. And Court of Owls was okay.
Volume 1 is very good.
Yes.
And then the City of Owls was fine, but it started to get a little weird. And then and then everything derailed for me after that. The death of the family with the Joker with his face carved off. I don't get it.
And he tried to amputate Alfred in that one, and DC's like, no, this isn't a good call.
And didn't he like get like a mech suit at some point? Alfred in like some weird bat.
No,
mech
that's not
suit?
Alfred. That's what's his name goes in the mech suit?
Gordon.
Gordon, yeah.
Gordon, yeah.
And
Weird.
also, like, let's not forget the what was it? The Black Mirror. That's the return of Barbara's long lost brother.
Okay,
being
yeah.
a psycho, and then in the midst of the Court of Owls. Oh yeah, let's not forget that Bruce has the brother in the insane asylum. Let's bring him into this. Like how many long lost continuity brothers are you gonna dig up?
It's the DC universe maybe sometimes.
Hi, Gene. Hi, Kevin.
Wait, I didn't say hello to some people. We had Bleeker in the chat. Reverend Bleeker, award-winning YouTuber. If you guys aren't catching church on Sunday, you're missing out. Great show. I'm always in and out of the chat over there. Hello, sir. And we got Kevin from Entropy and Comics, my neighbor to the somewhat north. What's going on, Kevin? Good to see you, sir. I know you're probably working this Saturday. Thank you for coming by. And Steve from Hip Hops and Me the Team Nerd Herd podcast crew. What is going on?
And my first Comics and Cocktail guest.
Oh, was he?
He will be.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Steve's good people. And what's going on? I don't want that guy. Hey, Kyle, the promiscuous time traveler. What's going on with you, sir?
Oh, Kyle.
And then let's see. Glad you guys are saying that it was boring, overhyped Batman run. Did like Court of Owls. I mean, so it's not a catastrophe, but I also feel like I've always said it's on par with Tom King's Batman, which I also felt like had some highs and then some lows and was very inconsistent. The difference for me is one of those is lauded as the greatest of all time, and one is regarded as trash. And I feel like they're on par.
Well, mental illness is a severe problem in the United States, so we have to be clear.
So thanks you guys for hanging out in the chat. I want to start off by throwing up my I have a little bit of branding I got to share now because the channel memberships are live, and there are some people that have subscribed to the YouTube channel and become members. So shout out to these crews, specifically Rob Boswell. He is the first member of the coalition of New Comic Book Day homies. He might be able to pick the book that I read this month. And then we got Legion of Comics. I wanted to give him a shout out because he gifted 5 memberships for this month. So shout out to Mark for doing that. I appreciate you, sir. So yeah, you too can join both of our YouTube channel memberships. Cliff's got memberships live. I've got memberships live. You just click that join button and you can be part of the crew. So appreciate it. But yeah, let's get into some unboxings here. So I have not even started like carving this out. Do you want to like trade off? How do you want to do this?
Do you want to do a trade-off? Like,
doesn't matter to me. You look like you're ready to go. So maybe I'll put you on the big screen. I'll go on the side here.
Okay, because I already I just took the little kitchen knife and
I got my Reggie Collects official blade here.
Well, aren't you special and fancy?
It's tiny. It's easy to hide around the house.
All right, so we got this little bundle of joy here.
Oh.
And is there a trade? Oh, there's a trade too. Oh, let's start with the trade.
What's going on? Lefty Blues is in the chat. What's up, 62?
Oh, how nice. Oh, it's Days of Future Past.
I mean, obviously you probably read that a bunch, but hopefully a nicer edition maybe than one of the older ones you might have.
But Honey Baby Sugar Pie, I have the hardcover. But
I bet.
But back here we have Kitty's First Christmas. So
such a good
we got a nice blend of storytelling in here.
Yeah. She trashes the Blackbird, I think, in that issue.
Well, you would have to, right? You would have to, because it's serious. We got some Doctor Strange in here. One of my favorite splash pages.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Not a big Angel fan, but he looks awesome in that.
No, he does. And you know what's so funny is my feelings are Angel are always based on how well he's drawn.
Of course, because he has nothing to offer but his appearance and his money.
Right, exactly. And even then, when the money thing is done right, I hate him less. And when the money thing sucks, I want to like the time North Star said, "What do you mean you aren't monitoring the Worthington conversation? I invest money in you, you idiot!" Like that was so great. I was like, "Let him have it, Jean Paul."
Yeah, tell him. Yeah.
And of course, there's the infamous Christmas issue right there.
Yes, indeed, and with a splash page to start it off.
Yeah, as it should be. You know what? I gotta go back to these old stories and use it as tips for my own storytelling. It's really important. Also, fun little moment we get in here. We get the reveal that Mystique may be Nightcrawler's mother comes out of,
Yep.
Days of Future Past. So
yes, sir.
That's always a plus. All right, let's look at some comics.
Being pretty is a full-time job. Leave Angel alone. Leave Brittany alone.
You know what, Brian? I don't know what being full-time pretty is like, so I don't want to hear it. All right, I have to work for my moments of beauty.
The burden of beauty.
Yeah, exactly. I have to, I have to work 10 times as hard because I don't have physical, natural beauty. I have shit people appreciate,
Not
and
true.
then I have to, and then if I want to get any of that COCK, then I gotta show people. I gotta show people all sorts of personality and charm and confidence. Things that Warren barely has to worry about.
Warren doesn't have to worry about a lot in life.
Yeah, exactly. That hot bastard. And by the way, the fact that young Iceman was crushing on young Angel, I love it so much.
That's the reality.
And then like Jean's like, he's not gay, and I'm like, bitch, no one asked you. No one asked you.
All right, did I tape this too much? I use a lot of tape.
I've gotten out of sex dungeons with less tape than this.
There it is. Okay. That makes me feel better.
Does it? Mission accomplished, Jonathan Majors. Oh, sorry, wrong Jonathan. We're not doing that here. Although I enjoyed his Kang so much, I'm ready to forgive him. And
fair.
All right.
Although I still haven't seen the Ant-Man film. Yeah, I know, and I like the first two.
And you may like the third one. And his scenes with Michelle Pfeiffer are absolute. Oh my God, the best. All right. Woo! Uncanny X-Men 224. Some X-Men goodness. Taking it back. Uncanny X-Men 217. This is a multi-parter, right? Because they really put in the work trying to take down Juggernaut. Because like they barely know what they're doing, and it takes Longshot, Dazzler, Psylocke, and Rogue to bring him down. Like they have to combine all their talents to make it happen. Oh my God, I love the last two. Okay, double-sized anniversary issue X-Men 150.
Yeah, there it is.
All right, true classic one over here.
Yeah.
But the very first appearance of Baby Cable in a
sir.
Very pretty condition.
That's one of my favorite comics, period.
And Storm kicked his ass without powers.
That's
Storm
why.
was kicking everybody's ass. She's like, the Morlocks are out of hand. Let me go handle this. Pow, pow. Now I got
more important things to do than your danger room.
Yeah, now I'm your leader. I know your place. Cyclops. Okay. That was a fancy light show. Pow, pow. Now I'm leading the X-Men. I love it.
What is up, Captain Comics? Good to see you, Steve.
Steve, did you put in a note? Oh my God.
Smart man, Aaron.
Thank you for always supporting and contributing to the comic book community. Well, to the best of my ability, because I have my moments.
All we can do.
I hope you enjoy all these goodies. You're very deserving of success. Keep up the good work, and I hope we can meet up soon. John and the Invisible Family. Oh my gosh. Invisible, the offline Invisibles are there too. I love it. Yes. I love it. Wow, you know what? John was no joke with the stuffing.
Yeah.
This is unparalleled. This is unparalleled.
I gotta protect that Baby Cable.
Yeah. No joking. This was one of the best stuffings I've ever seen.
There you got packing material for days.
Yes. Oh, Psychotronic Squirk-Gun, you're working on your Uncanny X-Men run. Sounds like we're gonna have to get somewhere. All right. So this is the bad boy. This is the one I was looking forward to.
Yes, it is.
It says everything. It says everything it says 90% of what I feel about the X-Men in just one cover.
I'm so glad this cover went to you.
Oh, I'm so glad too, because it's my favorite thing. Because we all know the truth. We all know the truth. It's from Unknown Comics. This beautiful slab. Okay. All right.
One of my favorite artists.
And it's a Nakayama.
Yep.
Okay. And you can't go wrong. And really, I mean, I feel like this is a regular occurrence in the Summers home.
Thruple.
The thruple action. And yes, Cyclops is looking like a cuck right now, but
he's clearly upset that Jean is kissing his man.
Yeah, right, exactly. And that Logan is kissing his woman. This to me is very Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, because I always felt in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, I felt that his sense of betrayal was that his lover slept with his wife and his wife slept with his lover. I felt like that was the ultimate gay betrayal. Like, I'm a closeted homosexual and you both betrayed me.
He doesn't want to share. That's the reality of Scott. He struggles with sharing.
Well, no, but clearly he got over it, because look at the map. Look at that map.
The map. The map
says all. There's all of our questions. All of them. He didn't zap them. He didn't zap them because on the next page, Gore, they're all naked.
Yeah, right. They just don't show that page.
That's right.
I'm trying to find a copy of the classic X-Men Omnibus, but those things are stupid expensive because they're not in print right now. So they're like $250 for it.
By the way, I know no one wants to hear this, but Cyclops is the top. So I am sure. He tapped Wolverine and Jean. And I'm sure there was some flipping.
Absolutely.
I'm sure there was some flipping, but when he said Jeannie in a bikini and Scotty in a Speedo, boy, let me tell you, there's a reason they call him Slim. All right? And bisexual Wolverine is canon in another universe where he and bisexual Hercules have a love affair together.
I remember that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So bi Wolverine is like a real thing.
We didn't say that share. We meant the SHARE, but we're if we could turn back time, we would change it.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a fabulous X-Men box. Well worth the charitable donation for C3. This is amazing. Just amazing.
Well, I'm glad it went to someone who can appreciate it like yourself. So
oh my God,
everything's got a worthy home.
X-Men threesome, all my favorite check marks, Look, there's two Nakayamas right behind me where this can join. Absolutely.
No, I've been staring at the wall. There's lots of goodies on that wall. It's an absolute gorgeous setup you got.
Yeah, it's too bad that's a fake Submariner #1 because it's a Tails.
It counts.
It's the original second print.
There you go. All right, well, I'm going to swap us around here, and then I'll do the other half of our unboxing here.
My box feels so much less exciting now.
You're so funny. Ooh, and you've got like the corners. Look, you've even got the like protective corners in the box here.
Yeah, I'm sure. You know what? There might be something fun and special in there. I don't remember.
I do think there's lots. You got lots of things going on in here. There's two little boxes going on in here. That's for sure. Do you know if I should be doing the big or the little first?
Oh, always the big. Always the big last. Always the big last.
Right. Let me get my blade ready here. Cliff, fake it till you make it.
Yo, I fake it till I make it all the time. And
Submariner, no nipples.
Even though he has no nipples, like those chest bursting Submariners are good covers.
Fair. Inja Binja, what is going on? Happy Saturday to you. Hope you and Sheena are doing another live stream soon. You guys are awesome. Absolutely love it. Award winners,
and they're classy, and and they're patient in a time that will challenge their patience as it has challenged mine at every corner. So God bless you, Godspeed. Take care of yourselves first. That's it. And then when it's time to flip cars and light them on fire, you call me.
We got Bobby Delgado in the chat. What's going on? 'Tis I, Lasso. So good. All right, here we go. Oh yes, this is where we're talking here. We got new X-Men right here. Some of the Bacalo covers, the Assault on Weapon Plus. This was a great storyline.
Yep. And we discover Captain America's Weapon Zero.
There it is. Such a good story. And I don't have any of these. Like I said, I have very few from the new X-Men run. Oh, yes. Look at that one. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning.
Phantom X. Yep.
Phantom X, yeah. Love it, love it. Oh, there's your boy, Speedo Scott.
not the best Cyclops art. It's
no. Yeah, not as good as could be. What is up, Taylor Winder? Just got here, starting over. No, we're not starting over. Not for you. Come on, Taylor. Get your act together. Okay, we got issue 4 from that storyline. Don't they end up in outer space, like getting like sucked into like outer space at the end of that? Something going on there.
Is it an X-Men story if you don't have a space adventure in the mix?
It's fair. Is this the beginning of the Zorn reveal, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about the Zorn reveal?
Like most people did.
Betrayed, bewildered.
Yeah.
It was a really interesting character that you know, that sort of half student, half professor story kind of thing going on.
It was very messy, very, very messy.
I do like Cat Beast, I gotta say. I know some people did not like this iteration. I like him way better than the version we're getting nowadays.
Yeah. One of my first arguments about the X-Men are gay are thanks to this run.
I mean, it's fair.
Because Beast, when he gets rejected by White Queen, he suggests, well, maybe I'm gay anyway, and people lost their minds. Phil Jimenez on the 150th New X special.
So good. And this is the end. This is the final issue Morrison did, I think, right? Did he do any after this one?
No, right. There's more after that. I think because it goes right into his last story.
Oh, okay, this is the second to last story. Okay. Oh, and of course, gotta have some Magneto because we know he was right.
Yeah.
Someone once told me that there was that they should have had the book here with his like acolytes, like that next cover over would have been the acolytes.
That would have been. They you know what? They could have made more covers.
Perry, you giving me grief already? You just got here, man. You were asleep in the chat earlier. Stayed up too late watching that awful boxing match. Phantom X, really great.
You know what? The evening started slow.
Yeah.
But I was happy to see Rosie Perez. Then the evening got very juicy. Very juicy with that Barrios young man and
Ramos
got very juicy. Of course I'm probably in the minority of being thrilled with the winner, but that was a juicy fight. Then the ladies brought the fight of the night. That was easily
the fight of the night for sure. Those ladies were absolutely badass.
Yo, you want to talk about earning your paycheck? They showed up to earn their damn paycheck because So Logan Paul, who I've never wanted to defend in my life, and now here we are.
Yeah.
He fought for those women to be properly paid as a secondary event. And I am so happy to hear that. And also like, oh my God, it's Logan Paul. Yeah. But but he really did a wonderful job making this evening happen. And then round 1 of the main event was glorious.
Yeah.
And then round 2, Mike Tyson aged 30 years more in front of all of our eyes as his face started to turn white and lose blood. and then that was it. And then we just watched this very staggered whatever that was, this off balance, baile de los muertos until the final round.
Yeah.
And and then that was it. And then this is how you close the book on someone's life. And
as long as he didn't get a traumatic brain injury, I'm happy.
He did not. But you know what hurt me is my internet was like most people, the streaming was really bad.
This guy was trying to stream it into the Discord, and there was like 12 of us watching in Jigs' Discord. And it was his little like constant refresh, and then you could see it on other people's screens. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, and you know what I loved? I love that the world saw Mike Tyson's ass once more.
They
That
did.
was hilarious.
Yep.
And you know what? Honestly, like I know people are going to be awful with it, but like brilliant. Brilliant. The memes were everywhere this morning. They were everywhere. So really, again, brilliant. And so like all these arrow screens. So then all of a sudden the fight starts streaming perfectly. And I see that I'm behind and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, this fight has gone to hell because now I'm streaming with no issue. So I click to make it live and I'm like, oh no. And just as I got it live, Mike's face is white. They ding, ding, ding. And they turn him away to his corner. And I'm like, he looks so old. And Rosie Perez and Mike's age is really showing right now. And I'm like, oh my God, Rosie. Oh my God.
She's not going to hold back. She's not going to hold back.
No, of course not. That Puerto Rican lady, Serrano, she got robbed. Yes, she did. She did. She put, but I am very biased.
That's fair.
Get it out. All right, get back to the books.
All right, sorry.
We're distracted.
But yeah, no, that was my.
You know what? We're distracted by people who weren't even that hot to watch fight. The two Mexicans, they were hot. That was good.
Right. Oh, there's a slab in this one. I didn't remember that there was a slab involved.
I don't remember if there was a slab or if I just wanted to surprise you.
I remember it now.
Oh, yes, that's right. You won. This was a separate win.
Yes, this was.
You got the main event, baby. That was the one I really put the work in for.
Look at that. Holy cow. Freaking awesome. Terry Dodson signed it to Comics Curing Cancer. Come on.
Yeah. Well, they forced me to have him write it so that they would note it on the label.
That is freaking cool, dude. I mean, the Dodsons are firstly just like top tier creators. Absolutely amazing. Oh, that is phenomenal.
Well, he'd like to come back with Rachel this August to Terrificon. So if you come out here for Terrificon, you can come and meet them and have Rachel add a little something to it, and then CBC will be right there to help
re-encapsulate it.
Encapsulate. So really, let's check those boxes.
That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Wow. Fantastic, Cliff. That is amazing. What a stunner.
So Gore, this is from Miracle Man once Marvel took over, and it's Miracle Man 0. And I'm pretty sure this is Neil Gaiman's Miracle Man series.
It says the art and story are by Stegman, Momoko, the story by Neil Gaiman, Mark Buckingham, and Mike Carey.
Yeah.
So there's probably more than one storyline in here, probably a few different shorts or whatever.
Well, no, these are just this one's an anthology.
Okay, there you go.
You know, but I believe the Gaiman one kicks off a little bit of something for the newer Miracle Man stories.
Perry's other alt account, Sniffing John's Cork. There it is. Awesome, dude. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Look at that. That was phenomenal, sir.
I forgot you won 2 things, and I was like, oh, that's why there's a slab.
Oh, sorry. One more time for Inja. Sorry, Inja.
Oh, yes.
I got you. Let's see what we got. And I will post this on Instagram later today so you can see it. Flex that signature Saturday or something.
Just great.
Absolutely phenomenal.
He was so nice, and he was very nice to me, you know. And some people gave side eye when I was telling the story because he still charged me, right? But he charged me much less.
So they were jealous, you're saying? Maybe,
but I also said, you know, because for charity they figure, oh, he could have just done it for free, and I'm like,
right.
So I have locked and loaded the story of where I watched him and his wife in 2017 or 11. I can't remember which year because it's fuzzy, but I watched them killing themselves on a Wonder Woman for a guy who was like, oh, it's for my dying sister. Oh, she loves Wonder Woman. And then Saturday night, Rachel found it on eBay and she lost it on Twitter.
Wow. People suck, man.
Yeah.
That is scummy.
Yeah.
That's the epitome of awful.
No, it is awful. And everyone's like, oh, why are all these people charging for their autograph? That event.
Somebody screwed it up for everybody else.
Yeah, that event sped that into existence. Let me assure all of you.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. It's always somebody, right? They just ruin it for the rest of the fans. Like that Peach Momoko line drama where people were like freaking
Twice,
out and pushing.
twice. And I
Just
was
so
there for the
scuzzy.
first one. Sam and I walk in. Sam's never been to Comic-Con. And it's very funny because that's something I have to state every time I tell the 2022 New York Comic-Con adventure is Sam has never been to Comic-Con. And more so that Sam has never been to a large Comic-Con, right?
Okay.
This is his first one going to New York. And so when we're doing Artist Alley, he feels like that's the show. And that's really just the beginning. And like most people who don't have Comic-Con experience from the age of 13, like I do, right?
Sure.
He doesn't have patience. I was like, dude, you love Peach. Like, this is the line. He goes, yeah, but I don't want to wait and all that. And I was like, all right, you can take your chance later because, you know, it is a Thursday. So, you know, it's a Thursday. It could happen. You come back later. It's like, it could happen.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
But I see a couple of dudes with the hand truck with multiple boxes, right? And I was like, I hope that this isn't one of those scumbags who expects Peach to sit there and sign, you know, a whole short box, right? Because, and I'm telling Sam that those people exist and they ruin everything. And I'm sorry. And if you're one of them and this is a business for you and you feel like, how dare I? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to take food out of your mouth. I'm just being real here. What the hell are you doing? Right? So anyhow, we see that. And later in the day, after we've done some recordings and some stuff, we come back around. There's no line, and there's 4 Comic-Con people in the red Comic-Con shirts guarding her, not letting us approach.
Oh my God.
And we don't understand what happened. Of course, we found out what happened later, and you know, there it is.
Ugh. Gore's answering Anger Management's comment on the original Moore Miracle Man run. So obviously, that era of Alan Moore is pretty unparalleled. And yes, you got to be here for the Bussy Buster himself, Cliff. That's why I hope that you're here. And his channel is linked down below, so you better be hopping over there if you are not familiar with Cliff, so that you can be subscribed to him and then catch him on the Council of Comics as well. That's
right. Please, depending on the day, Mark might be able to get some. Mark might be able to get some Pussycat action.
There you go. If it's a business, it's a shitty business. Pay the artists and writers for the SIGs. Don't be a dick. There you go. And also, like, you know, be respectful of the line. The one time I got to get in line and get some signatures from Donnie Cates. I had like a stack of books I wanted to get signed, and it was like he would do 5, and then you could hop back in line. And I found that totally reasonable, and I wasn't going to keep anybody else out of the line. So I don't know why that's a drama when it's like, I'll sign 5 and pay whatever it is, and then just get back in line, you'll get some more. That's fair to the people that brought 1 book and they don't want to wait in line for the rest of the con to get 1 book signed. It's not really cool. Alan Moore has written a good 15 Swan songs. I mean, it's fair. That's a lot of his, I think a lot of his concern and a lot of his, you know, prophetic writing style is in and around the journey of comics, right? I will never be a guest in Cliff's show. It's a real shame. What? We got Robert, the G-Spot G-Man Galvin. How you doing, sir? I hope you're going live later this Saturday. I know I'm going a little later than I normally go, so hopefully I don't overlap with you, because I know you usually go live here soon. But that is it for me. That is my entire plan for this show. I was gonna like run through some X-Men questions. I don't know what your time frame is, Cliff.
Hurry up. We got 16 minutes.
16 minutes. All right, here you go. What is the best X-Men event story in your mind? All the X-Men events, there's been hundreds of them now, right? So is there one that you're like, this is the winner, this is the one?
The original Inferno.
Ooh, good one.
And you want to know what makes that so special? Is that you could read each of the titles, and each of the titles, each team thinks that they're responsible for what's going on.
Right? A lot of guilt to share around that one.
And it's wonderful. And when X Factor encounters the X-Men who are allegedly dead, they're like, but you can't be them. You have to be some kind of demons who are here to torment us. And they're like, no, we're alive, bitches. Like,
what is up, Aggro? Good to see you in the chat. Hope you're doing well, sir. Yeah, I'm a big Marauders Massacre, but anything in that late mid 80s range works for me. That's all gravy. It is not the weird photography during Scott and Maddie's honeymoon. That is not that's not the event. Who's your favorite X-Men villain? What's the villain par excellence for you when it comes to X-Men?
Damn, that's really hard because so many of their villains aren't villains anymore.
Right. The best X-Men villains are the ones that are a foot in each pond, right? I mean, you can go basic. The basic bitch answer is always Sentinels, right?
No, because like whatever, you know, humanity. Yeah, humanity is my favorite X-Men.
I mean, it's fair. It's fair.
You know?
But favorite implies that you're entertained when they show up on the page, right?
Yeah. Anger management. We can't use Magneto anymore. You know, Magneto was very much an evil terrorist. And I mean, I guess that's my favorite classic X-Men villain because he was legit evil terrorist. Then he's Magneto, the Holocaust survivor. And all of a sudden it's different. And then it's, well, Magneto is right. And it's like, well, you know, you may have a point. And then in 2016, holy shit, Magneto's right. What the fuck? Why did we ever vilify him? And then in 2024, tolerance is extinction, you fools. Why did you ever listen to Charles? So there you go.
Right.
So
what's up, Dead Man Comics cover show? He says New Teen Titans crossover was his favorite event. That's the only one he read. Okay, there you go.
That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
You know, God, Omega Red then. And even Omega Red has gotten an ounce of redemption. It's ridiculous. But you know what? Someone who you know what? You know who a real true fucker is? Mr. Sinister. I'm gonna give it to him.
He does stay in his lane, doesn't he?
Yes.
You gotta love Cliff. He's absolutely phenomenal. And again,
look at Legion. Magneto was right. People with guilty souls. There are two sides to every coin. There are two sides to every coin, bitch.
He likes the Sentinels for their personalities too. Okay, who is your favorite underappreciated mutant? Underrated, underappreciated, not given enough love mutant?
Oh my God, that DJ boy. Where is he? What is his name?
The DJ boy. All right.
Yes. Mark Shepard, right? Mark Shepard, he's DJ. So he gets a different superpower based on music, right?
Ooh, I don't remember this one.
Yeah, because he's crapped on and people don't use it properly. Headphones and portable music players. DJ's first name and code name were revealed in New X-Men number 24. Last name powers revealed in New X-Men Academy yearbook number 1. Was blah 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 blah. Voted most flirtatious, musical of all kinds, girls of all kinds. But basically, what did I miss? What are we laughing at? All right, so basically, so like he gets a power based on music, and honestly, if he plays the right music, he could give himself a power to recharge the music player so that he can then
it's just endlessly,
but he can make force fields, teleport, heal. You just need the music. So all this boy needs, he just needs Spotify, just download all the key songs. Download all the key songs. Imagine, DJ play my Christmas
He's got
song.
his Zoom
power display he could have for that. So I love him, and I want to see him teamed up with Dazzler.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want. I love him. I'm only upset that he's not one of the gays. I just feel like that was a missed opportunity, but that's okay. We need flirty straight boys too.
They had Darwin in the Krakoan era. He had some storylines in the Krakoan era.
Kicking around in one of these
books. He went into the
because he's in love. He's in love with X-23.
No, that was that was Darwin. Yeah, sorry, that was Darwin. No, that was that was Sync. Sorry, that was Sync.
Sorry.
Yeah. But they all three went into the vault. Darwin fused with the alien technology in the vault and basically adapted to survive and continued to evolve at a pace with the characters in the vault.
Who also turned out to be a bunch of badasses.
They were cool. Yeah, they were cool. What's up, Stu? Happy Saturday, Stu, my man. What's going on, sir? All right. A mutant who needs their own comic and has never really gotten it. Their own ongoing book.
Ongoing, right?
Yeah, ongoing. Because, there's been a lot of them that had their little minis and stuff.
Right. Ongoing.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler.
Yes. Great answer. I feel like he's always getting great little mini series, like his Uncanny Spider-Man was great.
Also, I'm being very generous because I like Kurt, but the one who's criminally robbed of an ongoing is Iceman. Criminally robbed.
Sure, he got a short, another mini, didn't he? Astonishing
shorts,
Iceman.
Multiple shorts. He got the first one by Cena Grace that Cena didn't even want to do. It turns out he's like, I want to do Wolverine, and they're like, no, you're queer. You're gonna do him because he's gay now. Kid you not. Right. So he did a great job with that. So much so that the trade of that kept selling so well. They called him back for another one, and then that trade did very well. But again, whatever. Then they're like, we need another gay to handle him. So we got Astonishing Iceman by bisexual writer Steve Orlando.
Yeah, that's the one I was remembering. Okay.
So, look, it's time. It's time. Iceman deserves a real book.
Yeah, there's been so many like of the original crew that never really had their own ongoing book. It's kind of been shocking to me as well.
It is very shocking. The fact that Storm has something right now is wonderful.
Yeah, finally, right?
I'm like, let's bring it, Legends. All right.
Somebody was posting the legacy numbering for her, and it was like sad. It was 15.
Yeah.
Legacy issue number 2 of her ongoing new series is Legacy 15 for this iconic character. Kind of shocking. All right, and my last question was: are there any comic creators, artists, writers who you wish would get a shot at doing an X-Men book who maybe haven't had a good shot for that?
Hold on.
I started this for me because I've been reading a lot of Kelly Thompson lately, and I'm like, I don't think Kelly Thompson's ever had a fair shake at an X-Men book. I'd love a Kelly Thompson X book.
My friends over at Comic Book Splash Pages just interviewed her. She's very reclusive, you know? And
so I loved her Black Widow. So great.
I think she could knock a good X-Men book out of the park. I've seen Phil Jimenez draw X-Men. I'd love for him to get an X-Men, at least a mini. Show us what you got, Phil, because like I feel like he's got something in there. He's got something in the tank that he can put out there. And I'm wondering if there's anyone else who I would really love to see. I know, like, hold on, there's like somebody.
Ooh, Taylor says Rom V, maybe. A Rom V X-Men.
Rom V is like, everybody wants Rom V, Ooh, speaking of what everybody wants, how about Philip Kennedy Johnson? He's impressed me with his work on Superman. He's impressed me on Green Lantern War Journal. He's impressed me on the Hulk. Yes, impress me with some X-Men, Philip Kennedy
He'd be
Johnson.
great.
Let's do it. Let's do it, baby.
Great choice.
Tom Taylor is very good when you give him constraint. I think Tom Taylor on a mini series, I think I could handle it.
He did X-Men Red for a stretch, and I thought that was really great. His X-Men Red was solid. And then Tom Taylor did the X-23 All New Wolverine. That was one of my favorite series, and I've got that omnibus. It's so freaking good. Give that kid Claremont a shot. Get out of here.
Oh,
he's had all his shots.
He's done, baby. If this was
he's Mike Tyson done.
Yeah, he's Mike Tyson done, baby. Like, it's over. That tank is running. That tank is running on empty. That shit where you got 45 miles left on this tank. He is there. He is there.
The red light is on.
And in fact, he's so old, you don't even get the digital screen. You just get the red light up with an E. That's it. That's all you got. That's all you got. I'm sorry, Bobby. The truth hurts.
So good.
And Taylor Winder, you are nothing. You're a lot of things, but basic is not one of them, baby.
I would agree with that. Absolutely.
Maybe a bitch.
I appreciate the little Q&A, Cliff, running through some X-Men questions with you. Again, got to be over there, subscribe to Cliff and the Council of Comics, because there's a lot of content coming out of their channels and a lot of award-winning stuff going on over there that you don't want to be missing out on, including the Man with No Name trilogy that they've been going through and doing. Fistful of Dollars.
I absolutely have been.
I got the titles for you though. Fistful of Dollars you already did. For a few dollars more, which is my favorite of the three, and then you've got Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which is really long. That's the main thing.
I kind of remember the Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Like, I kind of remember that fondly-ish.
Most people, it's long, but cinematically very beautiful. The cinematography is really great, and of course, that's the one with the wah wah wah, like the famous
of course.
But gunfight at the end.
The music in
Ennio
the first one last week, the music was killer. But everything wrong with that movie was glaringly wrong. You know, I'm like, this doesn't. I was like, past, present, and future. This doesn't look like any kind of Mexico. I'm like, all these actors, you clearly they are dubbed. You know, and like, thank you, Inja. And then like I can't even handle it. I can't even handle. I just like there's some like everything that was wrong was like glaringly wrong, but like it's cool.
My issues with Fistful of Dollars is that it's
Fistful of Dollars too. I could use 2 Fistful of Dollars right now.
The Fistful of Dollars is just so clearly a remake of the was it Yojimbo, the Kurosawa film, and it's so blatantly obvious, and it's so painful to watch because obviously you can't best Akira Kurosawa. So like it's such an instant step down versus like a few dollars more at least felt like an original idea, and they had some better actors in my opinion in that one because they had some money to spend.
Yes.
So I think that one I think steps up for me.
Yes.
You think Mark Williams could write and do art for an X-Men book? Okay. Marcus Williams, give him the shot. Yep. All right, so I'm going to head out, everybody. I appreciate everybody for coming by, for hanging out with us. As a reminder, memberships are open for both Cliff and I, and you can find that on our YouTube channels. Hit that join button, and I'm going to share one more time the people that have joined already. Shout out to Mark from Legion of Comics for gifting several memberships and joining himself. Rob Boswell is the new Comic Book Day Book Club collaborator. He's going to be the one giving me ideas for what to be reading. And then all those homies over there in blue are all part of the X-Men squad. They are all contributing that way, so I hugely appreciate those folks. Cliff is going to be on the Council of Comics on Sunday night. He is they're doing the next in the Man with No Name trilogy. Is there any other stuff you want to be letting people know about, Cliff, coming up for you?
Well, if you missed it this morning, I had Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers on, so please give that a rewatch. Tomorrow we continue the children on the Council of Comics at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we do movies every Sunday. Monday night, Old Wolf will be our guest as we cover new keys in hot comics. Wednesday night, Will from Cup of Comics, he'll be our guest as we do new comic book day. And I have Hip Hops and Me, Steve, is going to be my Friday night, very first Comics and Cocktails with Cliff guest. Because Saturday, I will be at IACon with the Council of Comics and Izzyverse in Fishkill, New York, which is a local con, which is great. And then I'm going to try and hit Cliff's Con on Sunday, and we'll see what adventures come out of that. And hopefully I'll see some of the local yokels over there when I go that Sunday. And on November 30th, Prince the Comic Vet is going to be my guest for Comics and Coffee with Cliff.
I love it.
And then, you know what, while I have you all here, let's get down and dirty with it. This Saturday, December 7th, Paul from Power Up X-Men is joining me. Finally! Yay!
That's a big time Instagram account right there, that Power of X-Men.
It's a big time everything. It's happening. I mean, do you know how long I've been clamoring for this?
And don't forget tonight, there's a couple of live streams I want people to remember. Obviously, we have the Heroes for Heroes auction. If you're looking to get cheap books and support charity, that is a veterans charity, Mission 22, phenomenal organization. Get over to the Bronze Age Nerd YouTube channel, and you can become somebody that's supporting and getting some great books for a great price. We've also got our guy, Old Wolf, eating hot wings tonight. So if you also just want to watch, a community member slowly ruin their taste buds and their internal digestive system, that's happening tonight over on the Old Wolf YouTube channel. Cliff is a member of my YouTube channel. Cliff, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Let me see if I've got a little branding I can play for you to prove that I've got kids. Let's see. How about this one? Me parties, all about it.
So cute. I want to be really cruel, and I'm like, no, it's too cute. I can't.
But huge thank you to Cliff for making the time. He's had a huge day on YouTube already today, so hopefully he can relax and take it easy the rest of the day.
No, actually, I got to take my mom to her office. Then I'm going to go stop by the Newburgh Toy Con and show, which is running out of time. Hopefully, I'm going to be. So that one's run by Toy Gaines. So go check out Toy Gaines' channel if you like toys and toy collection. He's great. He hangs out with Yojo Jerk. Yojo Jerk is supposed to be there till 3 o'clock. I'm going to try and catch him. Swing by my mother's office, pick her up, stop by the casino, press our luck, ha ha ha, and then just pray, and then just pray, and then we just pray it away, and then that's it.
I love it. Right? Thank you. I appreciate you, sir.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for all of this. This was wonderful. Oh. Chat, you're amazing, and both of us have to leave. So I love you, folks.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.